Welcome everyone to another Age of Mythology 1v1! Today in the blue corner we have Hunter Platinum XX, putting all his villagers on wood. And on the other side we have Jesus Loves You. How sweet. Also putting his beginning villagers on food. We're just going to be scouting the map at the moment. I don't know how this switched back. Somebody please tell me how to fix this. It's not ideal. There's no button for it. I've checked the menus for hotkeys. It just sometimes it's the better version and sometimes it isn't. Got one on gold, one on wood, two on gold for blue. It's a Zeus versus a Poseidon. Greek v Greek. Blue scouts that corner of the map. Let's see what relics we got here. We have Ullr's bow. Increases range and line of sight of ranged soldiers by 1. That's a pretty useful relic. Maybe Zeus wants to pick it up, or they could either of them pick it up. Start building archers. Improves building line of sight. That's not a great relic. I mean, it can be helpful for preventing raids. Villagers return part of their cost pound upon dying, so you get half the food back when they die. And increases the attack of counter infantry units. Meaning Hypaspists will do plus 5%. Okay. So any counter infantry you build, though, plus 5%. That's not a whole lot. It's maybe, you'd get an extra attack in. Temple coming out for Platinum XX. Won't quite have enough food. That's okay. He went with 2 builders as well, so he didn't really have to rush it out, but maybe he wanted the two ready to gather favor. Meanwhile, Jesus Loves You is putting 3 on gold and maybe a 4th. He's going to some gold heavy units in the next stage, I'm sure. Temple coming out and down. He's got 9 on food at the moment. Or no, he's got 6 on food at the moment. He just aged up. He goes off of food and onto wood and gold. Interesting. 6 is like just enough to continuously be making villagers. So maybe he has a plan. Blue scouting out Red's base a little bit. Scout takes some damage, but that doesn't mean much. He got all the information he needed. If he was watching, he could have seen that Red was going heavily on gold and try to predict what kind of units he's going to make. Minotaurs cost gold. We'll find out when he ages up. He gets Cyclops. Are Cyclops a gold heavy unit? I don't go them often. But if it is, he knows what he's doing. He goes off of gold actually. Starts moving into wood. Maybe he's going to make some production. He hasn't built. There it goes. There it goes. He just spent the 300. He's going for a TC. Ah, he's a boomer. He wants to expand as quickly as possible. So now we know his plan. Build a small, maybe a small army for defense. But he's going to boom hard. He wants to get this town center up as quickly as possible. He knows that 4 is the most efficient number of villagers. And he just doesn't want to see an attack from blue. Meanwhile, blue scouting the map with his Minotaur. Just getting it ready. I know Minotaurs are heavy on gold, so Blue's decided to go into gold. Making sure these are his resources. Yes, he has 5 on gold. He has 300 ready to pop out another Minotaur if he had the favor, but he doesn't have any on favor at the moment. So, he hasn't built any production. He's sticking with 6 on food in the meantime. Oh, he went TC as well. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. He's building it with 6 villagers. So both these players just going for a booming build. There won't be any attacking anytime soon. Get ready for a long game, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 2 boomers. Boomers, for those who don't know, are economic boomers. Not necessarily that they're over the age of 65. The baby boomers, the older generation was called that because they inherited an economic boom that was created after World War II when the baby boom happened. So that generation was named the baby boomers because they inherited America after World War II, and our post-World War II military production was out the wazoo because we were helping the Allies and all that, you know. So our military-industrial complex basically is what's in control of our government because they make all the money and send people to die. You know, gotta love it. It's whatever. Don't think anything of modern politics. Just stay calm and carry on. He's building a wall in a strange location. I don't know what the point of this wall is, but Red's thinking of something. I mean, he had to deliberately build it like that too. He's not just going for a straight wall here. He deliberately put the walls using shift click. 1 Toxicate for Red. Are these his resources? Yes, he's got 10 on gold now. Slowly making units. Thinking about an attack. But he's just going to build more walls. This is crazy. I don't know what to think of that. He's heavily on wood, so he's making his wall. He's making the Great Wall. This will be the greatest wall anyone has ever seen. It's going to span the entire map. Red will have his half and Blue will have his half. Blue's building production, so he wants to attack in pretty soon. Going out here for the hunt. Good. Take the enemy's hunt. That's a good idea. He expects a long game. Why not take their hunt, you know? They'll need it later if the game goes that long, which it just might, judging by how these players are building their units. Blue hasn't built an army at all. He has his 1 Minotaur, and Red thinks that now's the time to attack. He's going straight for the hero, which is just going to get annihilated. That hero is just doing so much damage to it. Yeah, your 1 Minotaur's down. Zeus snipes the Cyclops. He brings in a couple Hoplites. Well, they won't be doing anything against the Toxicites, though. Okay, he microed from 1 unit to the other. That's fine. It's whatever. Alright. Villagers going in. Taking some fire. Decides to back away. Almost gets a villager. Blue hiding in his town center. Red sees it and doesn't want to go in. Blue coming in with Ajax, or Heracles actually. But he's just going to go down to the infantry. Blue shouldn't have sacrificed a unit like that. The Hoplites aren't going to be ineffective as well. He's just kind of sacrificing his units. You got to wait till your force to take on their force before you move in. But he is doing some damage here in the back with Jason. The Toxicate is not being able to stop him. Blue might be able to handle this with just his warrior, or just his Jason hero. Blue's coming in now with some hoplites. Red's backing off. He needs to build more of a front line. He knows that he shouldn't sacrifice. That's good. That was good. They just had to die. But Red knowing when to retreat is a valuable skill. He's got more Toxotes ready to move up. Oh, these are hoplites actually, with some Toxotes mixed in there. He's not doing anything favor-wise. He wants to go full infantry. Is that the meta right now? Is it just build humans, no myth units because they die too easy to heroes? Oh, he's upgraded his Toxotes. They put on the fancy hats now. Red, you gotta refresh your lumber camp, man. Put a new storehouse forward next to the trees. They're very ineffective when you're walking all that way. You're losing maybe, I don't know, maybe losing maybe like, you know, look at that length of time. They're spending maybe, you know, probably like 20% of their time walking. So he's losing out on probably like 15% of his potential wood by not refreshing. But he's just using them for farms at this point, it looks like. Yep, building more farms. He's got farms over here. Taking a second wood line. Are any of these players thinking about a third town center? Possibly, possibly not. 2 is usually pretty good. 3 is great, but only if the enemy lets you take 3. Most of the time that doesn't happen. There's usually some aggression after 2 town centers. Who decides this wall is in my way and needs to get out. Moving in, and Red's wall is very... I mean, it prevented the raid. It gave him an early warning. Blue's just finding out about this wall now. I was wondering what was Red thinking with this. You go. It's nothing to him. He just wants to take it out. He comes over here. He's thinking that Red's protecting something over here, but he isn't. So Red's Wonder Wall did waste Blue's time a little bit. Ooh, pretty evenly matched armies. Red wants to keep Blue out of his base. Blue's reinforcing with another small group. Now Blue's force is bigger than Red's. Moving in. Uh-oh. Lone Toxote. Hydra gets sniped. These hoplites are going to destroy the cavalry. I'm very unfortunate for Red. He should have kept building Toxotes. But that's in hindsight. So Red decides to armor up, or bronze armor his units. And Blue wants to make that as ineffective as possible, so he starts running away. He doesn't want to fight under the bronze armor, which is a good choice. Unfortunately, he didn't do it just before his cavalry died, because those cavalry would have been able to hunt down anything running away with the bronze armor. At least Red knows Blue is building this third town center. Red's going to take a forward position, putting a fortress down. Another fight happens. This time Blue puts on the bronze armor. The hoplite is just destroying the cavalry. Destroyer's doing nothing. Oh, they're Hypaspis. They're great, actually. Or they would be if there wasn't bronze armor. But yeah, Red, as soon as you heard the bronze armor going off, you should have backed off. still going on. Look at how long that is. It's still going on for another 15 seconds. Blue's taking as much advantage of this bronze armor as he can, destroying the Hippaspists and the Toxotes. Normally it'd be a losing fight for Blue, but that bronze armor is helping for this one last second, and now it's clear. These Toxotes or Hoplites might start getting melted. He moves in, tries to do some damage. Destroys that villager. Hoplites moving in. Finds the lone Toxote, takes him out. Another hero. Red's hero chasing out Blue. Blue is just stuck here under Red's base. I wonder what his plan is. He just tries to do some ego damage. As much as he can before the Hoplites expire. Manages to take one villager, but these Hoplites are going down. Blue's Hydra is still chilling. Some more Hoplites getting ready for an assault. Oh, oh, poor Blue, you're gonna lose your Hydra. That's it. Red's starting to move in. He did want to build that fortress earlier before he got attacked by Blue. Now he's moving up his gold units to finish it up. An interesting wall. He did it to protect both gold mines. I can see why you'd want to do that. Build wooden walls and upgrade them to stone. An interesting strategy, very nice. Blue showing some experience, building a forward fortress on top of what could potentially be a third town center for Blue. But Blue's not having it. Uh-oh. Okay, my headset died there for a second, but Red manages to get the fortress up. Blue sends in his army. Try to stop it. Blue slowly losing. Minotaur doing work, but they're not unstoppable. Got Blue's army slowly going down. Red has a Petrobolos ready to take down this fortress, so if you can micro it, it's fine. It's taking out a granary, you know. That granary needed to go down. Now it's working on a on a barracks, but it's okay. I mean, I think you would want to focus the Petrobolos on the fortress, but I'm not in this game, you know. It's hard to manage all these things at the same time. Red using cavalry again to try to do some raiding, but they just get melted by the Hoplites. I don't think it's a good thing that Red keeps building cavalry. Oh, Blue has taken a third town center. Red finds it, decides to attack the Hoplites, but they're just going to go down. Not a good strategy to send your Hippiases against the Hoplites. But they win the fight and start doing damage to the villagers. Red's retreating. He's letting his knights heal up. More Petrobolas coming from blue than red. Putting red on the spot. Who's finally been able to build up enough to counterattack red. Builds a great amount of Petrobola. Enough to take out the fortress. Militia come out and start attacking. But red wants to save them. Oh, they go in for the fight. One divine damage per second. Toxitates taking out the Petrobolas with the Hippias. It goes down. Militia on the Petrobolas. And blue goes in. You can take that by blue. Yes, he's running away with his... If he goes in with his Toxotes, maybe back up. There you go. Toxitates, god damn it, not Toxotes. Red's starting to wall in blue, huh? He wants his gold, this forward gold position. And so he builds a wall to stop blue from seeing. Oh, but blue knows. Starts attacking the wall. So go down. Red sees it. Starts retreating with his villagers back to his army. Who doesn't want to go in just yet. Red coming in from the hold maid. Nope, he decides to back out. Villager died. We have the raiding cavalry coming back. Trying to do some damage. Another fight happening. Blue might be going in here. Raiding cavalry does not attack the villagers. Red's taking the fight as well. He's got so many Toxitae that he'll be able to melt Blue's hoplites. Petrobola, take out the fortress. Before getting taken out, nice. Blue might lose them, but they did their job. Blue coming out, seeing if he can build his fortress before Red notices. But Red notices. Fortress takes so long to go up too. Red takes the town center in the center. Blue builds a fortress to try to stop some of these raids, but Red sees it. Moves in, takes some of these villagers down. Oh, the fortress goes up in time. Sounds like Pestilence came out, yep. Red used Pestilence on Blue's buildings. I believe that makes them stop attacking. Yep, they can't attack, and unit productions come out much slower. Red, that's the killing blow, I think. If Red can find a way to take out this fortress a little bit faster than just infantry. But he's moving in. Okay, he's got a Petrobolus out. The Hydra does crush damage. It's doing its job. Toxitate's taking out villagers while the militia move in. All these Hypaspists in here. And that's it. Jesus Loves You wins. What a victory. Got into Blue's base, and Blue couldn't really do anything about it at this point. Lost his army. Lost map control. Red just knew how to take over. He took the map. Yeah. Got the most relics. We actually made use of them. He was on ball with Blue most of the game, but came out on top in the end. These were some interesting fights. They would go back and forth a little bit. And then this was the last one. Blue lost his whole army and Red was deep in his base. Not much you can do at that point. A food difference and gold difference. It's good. He had the biggest army. Killed the most units. Of course, killed the most villagers. He was the one. He was the only one raiding. He kept blue on the back foot the whole time, and that's how these things go. God powers came in clutch for both of them. Those bronze armors made it so hard to kill the units, and then the pestilence from red just sealed the deal. That was it for blue. He couldn't defend his base. But thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you want. If you want to see more content like this, give me some feedback. I'd appreciate it. And I can help improve my channel. Just trying to make connections out there. All right. Thank you for watching and have a great day.